Yes. Yes.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off.
Uh-oh. Bad kick, bad kick. Terrible kick. Shit.
And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position.
Shit.
A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Using his legs, it's De La Rosa. Sweet cut here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's looking deep. He makes a grab.
Oh.
And he will score.
Nice play.
Nice.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff
Barely
does
beat
such a
me.
good job of scheming ways
Just
to get
over the
this guy
top.
the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Fires the pass, intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we
got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Liberty! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Going up top. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Looking to throw on second down. Escapes trouble. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Flames. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And it's no good. He missed the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed. Stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Quick step and go. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he missed it. No good. And the missed field goal leaves the lead at 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that ball is picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Liberty 23, Ohio State 0.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's De La Rosa. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Woodhead. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He leaves it with the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This time it's complete. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
On the ground with the counter. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Flames will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's caught for the two-point conversion, and this offense builds some momentum going into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Flames will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll go to the fullback. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
The strong safeties are guys you can spin down and a lot of times spend a lot of time in that box, which means he's going to be in the run fit. He's going to be making tackles consistently, and he comes up. Tell you what, they talk about big on big. A big fullback versus a big, strong safety. That's a big collision.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Sayin. Gonna take a shot at this DB. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Goes to the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. It'll be a draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to him on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Liberty! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this pass.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it into the up back, completing the pass.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Looking for space. It's De La Rosa. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. No good. Oh, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Final play of the quarter coming. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
Liberty, 33. Ohio State, 8.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. The aerial assault continues. And it's caught inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard 4th down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying aggressive to try to get a touchdown?
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Flames will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Pressure coming. Intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard, quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Flames have moved it inside the 20. Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
The Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right?